Bob, Wayne here. This lesson is for you, buddy. I was going to write out this and send you a few pages, and I thought I'll just do this one page and then I'll practice this video thing with you. This is my first personalized video. I did a few for a tailor in the last couple of weeks, but I need to make these a little shorter, so I better get going here. So let's talk about the parent system. I wrote up some notes on O Barquino, and so let's look at that song. We'll leave the intro out for now. I've got it pasted on my camera here so I can actually look at these notes that I made. This is a very cool tune because it does the same thing 3 times and then it just does these 2 5s, which I'm sure you know. But here's my take on it. We're going to use this parent system that I keep talking about, and I know you want to know more about this. There are only 3 parent systems. It's just a major, melodic minor, and harmonic minor. We don't have to get into harmonic minor at all for this. A little bit melodic minor for the alter dominant chords. But basically, we're going to look at letter A here. We have an F major chord. And the next chord is the B minor 7 flat 5, which is B natural. So that's telling me right away that we're going to use that sharp 11, the open B, for the F chord. So it's a Lydian chord. Most of the time you can make a major 7 a Lydian anyhow, a sharp 11. So the Lydian is the 4th degree of the major. So the parent system in this first bar is just a C major chord. So the 4th degree being the Lydian. The B minor 7 flat 5 is in fact the Locrian mode. That's the 7th degree of the major scale. So for these first 2 chords, go just whatever you can play for C. Same thing. Just you can develop as much melody as well as you know the C major scale. That's why we work on all that other stuff. All right, so the last chord of this bar is just an E7, which is going to be altered. It's altered because of all the other notes around it. It's not natural. There's none of this in there at all. All right, so the E7 altered, an altered dominant chord, we're going to use the melodic minor parent system. And the alter dominant is the 7th degree of a melodic minor. So E is the 7th degree of F melodic minor. So I'm playing, I learned all these dominant 7th altered chords starting on E, but it's just an F melodic minor. But I'm just playing F melodic minor. That's that parent system. So I'm looking at, I can learn all these chords just by looking at either major chords or melodic minor chords, all the 7 degrees of the melodic minor or the harmonic minor. All right, so that's the first 4 bars. What happens is the next stave, the next 4 bar system is exactly the same, only in the B flat parent system. So we have an E flat Lydian chord, which is the 4th degree of B flat. So now we have B flat, and same thing, A minor 7 is the 7th degree of B flat. So the A minor 7 flat 5 is also just a B flat major scale. So it keeps those nice and combined together so you make really great melody. You don't skip from chord to chord to chord. All right, the same thing is with that altered chord. That altered chord is the D7 altered 7th degree of E flat melodic minor. So the cool thing about it, I mean, you can put a lot of mathematics involved here. The last bar, the chord in the last bar uses a melodic minor of the first bar. So we have, for instance, the right at the beginning in A, we have F major 7, B minor 7 flat 5. Those 2 scales are just basically C major scale. The E7 is the 7th degree of the melodic minor, of the F melodic minor, and F was the chord we started with. So you can look at it this way. It could get a little confusing because you have to transpose a lot, but I'm looking at F and then F melodic minor, F Lydian, F melodic minor, E flat Lydian, E flat melodic minor for D7. And the same thing goes with the third stave system. D flat Lydian is the fourth degree of A flat major. That's our parent system there. A flat goes all the way through. That minor 7, flat 5 is the 7th degree G of A flat, so that's also an A flat major. So I scanned this piece of paper that you sent me, actually it's just a copy of that, and I wrote all these notes in. The C altered for this third stave is also the 7th degree of melodic minor, which happens to be D flat melodic minor. So on these first 3 staves, the 3/4 of the tune, you can actually go, let's see, F Lydian, which is C major, F melodic minor, E flat Lydian, E flat melodic minor, D flat Lydian, D flat melodic minor, because the D flat Lydian is the same as a major. So it depends on how you want to look at them. Once you get it together, it's pretty easy to do this. All right, that's 3/4 of the tune, and the last 4 bars is just the 2 fives, which we can just use Dorian for this, altered, Dorian, altered, or Dorian, A minor would be G major. This is a really good place to use that diminished lick too, starting on the 3rd. Diminished. Just all diminished back into the, okay. Now I have some other notes down here too. The pentatonic subs thing is very cool with this. And I think you might have seen that from a long time ago, maybe from the Taylor website or something. They've taken it off, so I'm gathering it back up and I'm going to send that out to you. But basically on these 2 fives, if you play a major pentatonic scale from down a whole step on a minor 7, so we're playing A minor 7, so that's a G pentatonic scale. And then for that dominant, all you do is raise the pentatonic up a half step. So the accurate altered notes for a D7 altered chord is actually an A flat major pentatonic. So for that 2/5, and then same for this, the G minor is F to G flat major pentatonic. Cool, very cool little thing. And then I wrote down some little simple some notes that can work around comping or soloing for particular chord structures, like for just the chord that goes from a 6-string minor 7 to a D7 alter, all the different notes that exist there. You can look at that. I won't go through that now. All right, I think that this might have been a little long, so I'm going to stop this. And I might start a different video for it so I can demonstrate some of this, okay? So I'll see you in a minute.